Guys, I'm a big fan of having a good backpack, whether it's a standard 2-strap pack or even a Gear Slinger. Having something where you can keep all your gear together in one location, it makes it really nice. Everything's together. And if you're out on the road, if you're at work, or if you're on an adventure, you've got the items you need right here in this bag. It is somewhat of a force multiplier because you have all kind of things right at your fingertips. One of the bags though that I've been getting a lot of requests to review is Vanquest. I've done a number of different type bags over the years and I've not really looked at the Vanquest line. And so the guys at Vanquest actually got in touch with me and I said I would love to check out the Trident 20. It's the right size for me that I use the most. It's this somewhat of a day pack, fairly compact and yet big enough to store a lot of gear. Now a Gear Slinger makes it really simple to be able just to pull it out in front of you and get down into the pack. With a backpack typically you have to dismount. With this Trident 20 you can take it, leave it on your shoulder, pull it around. I can pop this open it up and get right to my gear. Now one of the things you're going to notice right up front is this high-vis orange, which makes a great contrast with the gear in your bag. If it's a dark color, sometimes it's a little bit hard to see and the shadows are there. This actually, not only is it bright, but it actually illuminates down into the bag. You can see. One of the cool things too I really love about this bag is the compartments. And these are removable little sections or partitions that you can switch and move around because they're on Velcro. You can see how this kind of seams around like this at an angle. So you bring it, zip it up. Now from here in front, I can just run around, put my arm back through, and I've got it back on my back. The capacity on the Trident 20 is about 21 liters. So you've got a good bit of space in here to put your gear, but not too big to carry all day. It's 18 inches in height, it's 11 inches wide, and it's 9 inches deep. It's a 1000 denier Cordura, so it has a really good strong tensile strength. There are some improvements over the original Trident 20. And a lot of things that we're seeing. In fact, I looked at some of the reviews of the older bag and they've really just kind of tidied up and shored up a lot of things and really have been pretty receptive to what people have said. Of course, it has some of your MOLLE attachment, but not a ton. And that's one thing I do like, but enough to where it's usable. You know, some of these bags, they look like you're getting ready to go, you know, on a Spec Ops mission or something. But this gives you the right spaces to put whatever gear you're looking for. You have your hook and loop field right here at the front. You have another one right here. And there's a lot of cool details that we're going to look at that I've not seen on other bags. So we have shock cord here. You can put different things, you know, a jacket or whatever, strap it right here. There's a sleeve underneath where you can slide different things in here and secure it down. Or you can just remove this shock cord altogether. Right on top is a little pouch. It's got double YKK zippers with paracord pulls. And again, you got the high-vis orange and you have a lot of different compartments. There's a little area right in here to be able to keep gear. You also have a sleeve right here that has Velcro, so you can put certain items here, tuck them away, and then you have elastic keepers that go all the way across. And then at the back, there's a sleeve here as well. So there's a lot of organization just in this front pouch. These zippers are also lockable. Right here there are 2 holes. You can run a small little padlock through here or a zip tie to be able to keep this secure just in case you're not with your bag. Right here at the front, now you'll notice that I have each of the paracord pulls around this little keeper here. This is a snap. This is another little security feature just to keep people from just sliding into your bag really quickly. Open this up. Again, high-vis orange. Keep things that you want to get to right away right in this, and it's very roomy as you can see. And then right behind that we have another pouch. Again, it does fit to the side, so you can actually open this up sideways like this to get in here, or you can bring it around. It only goes halfway down on this side, but it goes all the way down on the other. Here we have a sleeve right here. You can keep certain valuables and things in here. Velcro. There's an area right in here. And then we have a little admin area. Pens, all kind of different things like that, flashlights, multi-tools, with a sleeve in the back. A lot of organizational. And again, the high-vis orange. Now one thing that really caught my attention, beside this little sleeve, which fits whatever, I've got a little small radio in here, But you have a sleeve that you can put in here, and of course there's molly webbing on the outside. But right here you've got two straps or two pulls. Pull this around all the way out and it opens up and clamshells out. This is another admin pouch. A lot of different features you can put on here, again with different things, and there's sleeves here and here, and then of course for pins, things like that. A little keeper in case you need something for a light. And then here at the back you can use a hydration bladder, or you can open it up for your CWP. And of course I got the new CZP-10C. There is a hook and loop field that goes all along the back. I have a holster that fits to Velcro, it's not included. And then you have this orange, high-vis orange all around. So it really brightens things up. But again, you can put your hydration bladder here, and then there's a little port right here to bring your tube through, which fits right here on your padded shoulder strap. And it has a little Velcro keeper that you can lock that down. Now it does have some of these different kind of Duraflex little keepers here, and then there's webbing that runs all the way down and more webbing that runs across. And you have your sternum strap. And these are fully adjustable. They are official Duraflex, close very nicely. Now one of the things I really like too are these little keepers. These are fully adjustable, but what I really like is that they have these little Velcro keepers again right here. So I can roll this up. Once I cinch this down like I want it, or I need to loosen it up, I can open this up, and then when I'm finished, just tighten it down and lock it into place. That is, I really like that feature. It does have a good grab handle, webbing that comes all the way sewn in on either side, box X stitching, neoprene sleeve right here. But one of the things I really like is how big this is. It gives you a lot of room to be able to grab this and go if you need to. You're not fishing around really close to the bag, and sometimes these can be very close. This gives you a lot of extra room. Again, the shoulder straps are formed, padded. It does have this kind of a mesh material on the back, and this helps to keep the perspiration down. Padding all the way back, and again that mesh as well. You got these air vents coming through to keep some of that air onto your back, keeps it a little cooler. You do have a lumbar here at the bottom, but this is for your waist strap, and it just tucks right in. I don't use waist straps a lot unless I'm really hoofing it somewhere, I'm really having to go, or I'm running. And I want to use my waist straps for that. But typically, you tuck this in, and then it actually allows the bag to ride a little better on your back. This fits down the small of your back, and it gives you a little bit of support. But you can see everything is double and triple stitched. I mean, it's very well made. Everything is seamed very nicely. There's no frays. It just has a really good finish to it. Now there are two things I want to show with the main compartment. One thing, you can just open it up partially to be able to get right into the top, pull out goods and things that you have in here, things you might want to get right to. Or you can take, and this only goes halfway down, but on the other side it goes all the way around like I was showing when I was pulling it off my shoulder. That opens up either halfway, and you can leave this zipped up here just to open it up halfway, or you can get into it all together. If you'll notice, again, these dividers are excellent. And you know, I did put my camera, one of my cameras in here. One of the things about that is this does make an excellent camera bag because all of this is padded. And so this gives you a lot of protection all the way around. But there's plenty of room to be able to keep a lot of different things. And you can see here where the dividers are, and they do just peel right off. And you've got just an instant partition. You can go with less. You can go with one or two if you want. Whatever suits your bag. Bring them back in, and they're going to hold secure. There's a pocket here. Now I've got a notepad in here because I didn't put my computer in it. But this is made for a computer, and it is padded to help protect it. I believe it'll fit a 15-inch computer here, or you know, iPad, whatever you have. Has a Velcro keeper right here. Right inside the pocket though, there is a small little pouch, and you can keep certain items right here if you're getting into it from the side, or again, just like we're doing. And then there's sleeves here and sleeves here. So really able to get and divide things out, keep things organized, know where your gear is. And then it just packs right in, and you know it's protected. If we zip up this one side again, here we've got just the side of the pack. So it's almost like you have a pack that you can get from the side, you can get from the top, you can pull it off your shoulder. I mean, there's a lot of different options. And again, these zippers have these holes to where you can lock them if you need to, or you can take your strap, put them through, and you can secure it that way. There's also webbing eyelets that run down the side of the pack, and here on the other side. One thing I probably would like to have seen rather than this small pouch is something to put in a water bottle. Maybe just a little bit larger would have been nice. You do have the MOLLE attachments here to where you can put a small pouch. But this does fit this little radio perfectly. But I would, again, like to see something maybe with a water bottle. Now there is a DuPont finish on it to keep abrasions down, and it is Teflon coated. So it should be keeping the moisture out, which really makes it nice. Because most of these bags, you're out in the elements anyway, and you want to keep things in here protected, not only from scuffs and bruises and bumps, but also, you know, you don't want to get them wet. Because of the coating on the bag, the water just rolls right off. You'll get a little bit of seepage right here. It'll retain it in the webbing, but it'll dry off. Then just wipe it off. This will keep your gear in good shape. It's not waterproof, but it is water resistant. Now, because of the finish on the bags, when you get dirt and things like that on the bag, I laid this down in the mud. You don't put this in the wash. You just wipe this off. Take a cloth, a little bit of water, and you just wipe it off. I mean, that just that just comes right off. And you just let it dry, and you'll be good to go. These bags really hold up well when they've been treated with the DuPont finish and the Teflon. They're just resistant to grime and scrapes, and the bags just look good for a long time. There are 34 individual pockets and slots all through the bag, so it gives you a lot of options to be able to organize your gear. You know, I've got some bags that are just open, and you dump it in there and you're searching around for stuff. You know, if you get a system down and you have the capability to organize, it just makes things so much easier. And sometimes those things you're looking for, you need in a hurry. Now, the Trident-2 Gen 2 runs $154.95 on the Vanquest website. If you order it from Vanquest, you get a 100-day, no hassle guarantee. If you get it and you just don't like it, you send it back for a full refund. But the bag itself has a lifetime guarantee on it. Now, to me, the uses for this bag would be more like an EDC bag, something you're carrying around. You could use it as a camera bag. You can use it as a day pack. Or in a tactical type scenario. This would be a great bag because it's compact, yet you can fit a lot of gear. If you're on a hunting trip, something like that. I think if you're going to go overnight for a day or two, you know, you may be stretching a little bit. I think a day will be fine. But this bag is just that perfect size for me of the one that I use the most. I have larger bags for other things, but for the bags that I use day in and day out, this is about the right size. And I want to thank Vanquest for sending the bag for the review and letting me just check it out and give you guys some thoughts on it. If you're looking for a good bag, this would be a good option. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. A number of times is a Vanquest bag. 10 inches in width, and this has a 2-liter capacity. The Trident-2 has a 2-liter capacity, and it's actually brain named. This is brain named. But I want to start kind of showing some of the But the outside, again, with the, and then right behind that, we have another bag. Okay. And so I got on their website, started looking around, and one of the #1 bags that I've been getting, now these bags aren't cheap.